A great game today. We got Dominics Associate with Dragons, Wipeout Jack 7 and Tyler and a CPU versus Matt with HFB10YT, Jakey Poo, Minos Dio and Red. Should be a great game.
It will be a very good game. So Matt just played. This is their third game of the day. They lost 3-0 in the first one. They won 3-0 in the second one. And now they get to face Dominics Associates, who won their first game 3-1. Missing their star player in Kiwis. Last game, Matt had a total of 5 goals they scored, 4 of them coming from Red. But it was a whole team effort that made it really good. So we'll see what they can do here.
Soccer.
Red Joy-Cons.
The red Joy-Cons for Dragons.
Double red Joy-Cons. I think that's the Mario Odyssey bundle, if I'm not mistaken.
That wouldn't surprise me knowing Dragons.
Okay, game number 1.
Game number 1. Very sad coming from Dragons.
Very sad. The coordinated header from 3 of them on Team Matt.
They know what they're doing. See what we can do here. All right. So we always like to talk about kind of the roles that everyone plays. We have Emily for team. Let's see if the hat comes in handy.
Emily bowled a 300 in a game that I played in special, so let's see if her skills transfer over to football.
Lots of high back and forth, a clear from Wipeout Jacks. So in the Matt's game, HFB has been kind of the de facto goalie and still reprising that role. It looks like Tyler is the goalie for Dominics Associates, which is an interesting way of put it. That's a really nice shot by Wipeout. It's going to come back to Dragons, who's going to header it kind of out of the way.
Dragons probably needs to go and recharge some of his stamina, but he has a great shot here, but he headers it and misses. It seems fairly open here. If you take a look at the mini-map, we have a blue circle next to the... Oh, okay.
And that is Team Matt. It was, I believe, Jake.
Yeah, there wasn't really anybody there in defense other than the goalie there.
And I believe it was Minos that the assist. All right. Really good push off the bat by Dominics Associates.
Jack goes for a strike. Good save.
Dragons knocks it to the side. That probably is to their detriment because him and Wipeout have less stamina than what Minos had. Yeah, Dragons knows that he screwed up.
Yeah.
See, that was Tyler coming out from goalie to assist. Yeah, really good pressure here. Really good pressure. Let's see if Dragons
can... Good rebound. No?
And bounced it off from Red. But Tyler's going to recover it over.
Yeah, Dragons have got to wait for the timeout. Yeah.
Let's see.
Interesting pass. Went straight to the other teammates.
And back over.
Emily's coming in, clutches the goalie.
That's scary.
That is pretty scary. If I were any of them, I would do what Dragons is doing, is trying to get a little bit upfield away from them, but not too far away to where the other team can just instantly hit it back.
That's a really good clear. That's going to force HFB to do a lot of stamina moving.
Yeah. It was a good clear, but wasn't anybody there to push that any further than that. But now the blue team have really got to push out forward here.
This has to be a push. Wipeouts. And good shot by Emily. That could have been not fun. And it's going to go back over.
I like the idea of Team Matt using the headers to constantly bring the ball back into this half so that they can't get any last minute strikes.
And that's Matt with game 1. All right, so there was one really good offensive push from Dominics Associates, but they just weren't
there.
They needed about one more nice shot every time in order to get them in good position. So let's see what they can pick up here.
See.
Honestly, kind of a little bit of a quiet game from Team Matt, just sneaking in that one goal. Let's see what they do picking up into it.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, we see a more defensive approach from Dominics Associates here.
Yeah, more defensive.
But we do have Tyler that is going up front to try.
Tyler's way up front.
Play.
Let's see if Wipeout's going to pass it well, but HFB is going to contact that back.
You really do need somebody in the top left-hand corner there to try and get it round the goalie. I think that's what Tyler's trying to do, but
he probably doesn't have enough stamina.
Oh,
and that's going to be a quick goal.
Nice spin on that shot. I don't think that was a pass. It might have been.
That's the exact same. Minos to Jake.
That was a great crossing.
All right.
Going right to Dragons.
Headering
Interesting that he decides to instantly go for the header there. I probably would have kept it to myself.
It's a really nice kick there. Wipeout. Oh, and it's going to play back and way high. I don't know if... Oh, and Wipeout's going to still clear it.
Yeah, Emily's in a pretty good position right there to the left side. If they can pass it to Emily at that point, they would have a pretty good shot.
Oh, and let's see what Dragons can do, and that's a nice one. Emily is...
There isn't anybody in defense for Dominic Associates right now. They're all up front.
Yeah, they're all up front, so if...
They need to try and capitalize off of this.
Oh, that's a really nice one, but it's going to go back. Yeah, they have to capitalize here, because if someone...
Oh,
and that's it! And that's Tyler grabbing the shot there.
And is now tied up again.
That was really good. Tyler with a really good counter on Jake there.
Yeah, I assume that's probably a play from Dominic's Associates, because they know if Matt scores, the golden ball will appear, so it doesn't really matter if they concede the goal there.
Right.
So they probably decided to push up a lot more for that reason.
All right. A lot of missed headers to start off here.
A lot of headers. Everybody's going for headers now. Dragon's in a really open position. Decides to put it away pretty quickly.
See, and a good counter. That was a really good counter to Red there.
Okay, we got Matthew just saying what to do with the ball.
HFB and Wipeout going to bounce it back.
Great shot.
Back. And let's see if Tyler's here to recover. No, I think that was Tyler there to recover. It's just going to continue to bounce. Dragons.
That's great shot, but still a goalkeeper there. He's still very low on stamina.
Dragon's really low on stamina. Let's see if Wipeout can. Nope. It's going to go to... And it's just going to...
Probably stick up front here and wait for the ball to come near him so he can try and...
Yeah. Oh, and that's the goal.
The rebound makes it 2-1. I don't think there's much time left at all.
23 seconds, I want to say.
I think there's about... Yeah, there's only 30 seconds.
All right. It's going to have to be a quick one, but we've seen quick goals come out here.
I expect to see a full aggressive push from Dominic's Associates here.
They're going to have to. Let's see what Wipeout can do here.
We're going to try and... Yes.
Pass to Dragons, and that's going to be blocked by Red. And
I think, so Matt is also pushing up forward so that they can't get it into that half.
And that's game.
That is game.
Tyler's missed header there. 2-0 to Matt. Dominic's Associates did a lot better.
Yeah, they definitely played a lot better that game. It was just unfortunate they couldn't get that last. That they conceded that last goal with so little time to spare.
Yeah. All right, so this is game
Game
3.
It could be a quick show for Matt, just if they can get this last game.
Yeah, let's see what Dominics Associates can do here. I've noticed Tyler playing up front has made a lot better, but that leaves that goalie spot super open.
Especially without that fourth team player.
Yeah.
Just having the CPU doing whatever it wants.
Really good clear by Wipeout to push it downfield. And Dragon's playing back. That's
He's
smart.
gonna play
Letting Tyler try and do some offensive pressure here. And that's going to go back to Dragons, who's probably going to clear high. Nope, he's going to header high.
Gonna header high.
And it's going to
Straight
come right back to
I assume he's gonna oh no. I
Going
thought
for
he might
another
have passed to Jack there.
But is going to pass to the left there. And
try and
big
look at the
stack can
answers
wipe out.
Oh, was that an own
And that's
goal?
it.
Was
Here's an own goal.
This is why using headers can be really risky sometimes.
Who was that? We're not going to find out. I'm giving that to HFB.
Luckily, whoever did that, we couldn't really tell who it was, so you'll be safe.
You're safe from humiliation now. We know it wasn't Dragons.
Oh, that's
an interesting pass.
Interesting pass. They just got to try and play really defensively here if they want to keep the game alive. I'm not sure if they really do want to. It doesn't really matter to them if they score or not, because the golden ball will appear.
Right, and really good job by Wipeout there to clear. Dragons kind of, and that's a really good one as well, but it's going to go back, and Dragons is going to do it again. It's going to go to Jake. Wipeout's going to miss.
Dragons out of stamina yet again.
Stamina conservation is not Dragon's small suit, and that's going to go to Red. Picking up.
No, Dominic's associates are going to be a little bit nervous now.
Yeah.
They don't have that.
They don't have a lead at all.
Don't have that lead to try and make the game carry on.
All right. Still have half a game left, though.
Yeah, you still have half a game and
really good clear by Tyler.
1 point. No golden ball.
Dragons playing up really high, but a really nice shot. Unfortunately, it was off a little bit with those side kicks.
Good deflection, but he definitely needed that height to get there. That's a pretty good opening.
Oh, that's a really good. Very close. Great job by HFB to counter that.
Great save.
That was really well done. Let's see what Jake can do here. Dragons, the nice double kick counter. It's going to be a
right over him.
Miss, and Red with a clear. All right, Wipeout is there. Wipeout's going to dribble. Probably a pass coming here. Nope, it's going to be deflected.
Almost got it around. If they can get this here, if they can get it past them, all four of them are really close in. I think now we can see them starting to go back to midfield.
That's a curve.
Really dangerous.
Really good by Dragons there to clear. One more clear.
I think Emily's doing what I would think you should do and try and stay up there, but try to be far away from the other person that's kicking back a bit.
And that's going to Matt, and Dragons misses it, but that's going to be
Tyler. Do want to try and get to Emily here.
Yeah, and Emily has it. Unfortunately, she didn't really kick it very well.
And this most likely will go to extra time, but it's going to be greatly in Matt's favor.
Very much in Matt's favor, especially with this. And it's a nice clear from Wipeout. Going back to HFB. See what HFB is going to do. Dragons completely out of stamina. HFB not. It's going to Wipeout to HFB.
Going back and forth. Oh, there's no one. Where's the goalie?
There's no one there.
Where's the goalie? Especially with extra time here and only one. This game could end it all.
And off the side, barely. And that's a missed header, and that's HFB picking it up. And Dragons cleared it really well.
Emily, go, Emily. I think this.
Can Emily kick it?
But Emily doesn't have any stamina. So, very, very close opportunity there. You definitely want at least one person up there like Emily. Emily's showing Dominic's associates how it's done.
And it's a kick
Great pass.
over. Can Emily do it? And Emily didn't get it.
He doesn't. Maybe
It's
she's
going to be a
gonna have
pass.
stamina. Maybe she's giving
Oh, and that's a
Matt
clear.
the free win. I have no idea.
We're playing hopscotch. It looks like Tyler missed the hopscotch. There's no one
Nobody's
back
there.
there, but Tyler's going to clear that. Really
Oh,
good job by
did he
Tyler to
control
clear.
it for a little bit?
Oh, it's
Ooh,
off the
off the post.
This
Dragons is trying to
tight.
clear it.
That might be red in.
Oh,
Oh, and that's
the
off,
post
and Tyler
again.
off the post
This
twice.
is really close. But it's all stress for Dominic's associates. Not only for the game, but for the entire round.
Whew, and that's going to be a pass over to Jake, and Jake's going to miss it. But HFB is going to cover. Whew, and really good clear by Tyler. But HBFB is going to counter.
Dominic's associates have just got to try and get it back up to Emily, who's in a great position right now, far away from the other team, but just close enough to where a pass should work.
Really good job by Tyler and Wipeout there to keep it on it clear. And
Yes.
Dragon's a really good clear.
If Emily can get there, but it looks like no. Maybe she can.
Can she? Oh, and that's off.
Again,
That's
I think Emily's the MVP for this team right now. Always in the great position.
And that's going to bounce. Can Dragons...
Oh,
he's going to do
Emily! Nice! And Emily saves Dominic Associates round, making it 2-1.
2-1. Look at Emily go.
Great positioning from Emily all throughout the game.
Always in the right spot.
Always in the right spot, even when the ball may not come to her all the time, but she's always in the spot that as soon as it does, it's going to be a great push.
Really good job also by Tyler and Wipeout to keep that defense really high at the end there.
Yeah, that defense was also really good. Okay, game number 4. Let's see if Dominic Associates can make it even.
They have momentum coming here.
Emily with the thumbs up. She knows what she did.
Here we go. Game 4. Starting off.
They're headed to boot. We got Jack in goal at the moment.
And
great
right
push
back
forward, but nobody there. Except
yeah.
Matt's goalie.
Here we go. Let's see what
Dragons
do. Really nicely done.
Spot. Really good
really
shot.
nice done.
Is this going to go
Dragons
in?
get it? I think Dragons just did it. Dragons did it.
Great
nice.
Rebound.
That was really good by Dragons there.
And Dominic's Associates off to an early lead.
Early lead, which they really want for that momentum.
Yeah, they can feel a little bit safer at the moment.
Yeah, kind of a little sigh of relief. Let's see what Emily does here with the ball.
Oh,
headers it over.
Just bring it into the opponent's half.
And they're gonna go. Jake's there. Let's see, and it's gonna bounce off
that
the
seems
wall.
like a pretty good shot to Dragons. Dragons again. He's
Dragons
open,
really good, and Emily's there.
It's just all there. There's no goalie.
And Emily's gonna get it in.
Both of them playing great up front, but now the golden ball's going to appear, which will make it very easy for Matt to get right back in the game, considering how much time there is.
Or we
can't deny how fast those 2 goals were.
We could see also Dominic's Associates taking a shutout here.
Yeah, maybe. Especially with this momentum that they have.
Because they have a lot, and that's a really nice shot from Wipeout. HFB is going to have to cover, and Tyler's going to be there to cover.
Yeah, can't deny how great HFB's goalkeeping skills have been. Always there.
Always there to counter back, and counter it pretty far out. And Dragons with a really nice, bringing it back to offensive pressure for Dominic's Associates. And Tyler is going to, and that's going to be countered by red.
Brings it into dangerous territory.
Very dangerous
Associate.
Really good hit by Wipeout there.
Is that curving?
Is that in? I think HFB.
I think it's going to clear.
Slow. Yeah. HFB was there to counter.
Again, as we're saying, great, just barely there. I think the ball might have stopped on the line. I think that might have been okay.
He's gonna
But
bounce off the wall once.
any of
Let's
Dominic's
see, and that's
associates with that, and
Wipeout.
that's it,
That's
a
Dragons
shutout.
and Wipeout, and that is a shutout.
We're back to even. We thought Matt was going to run away with this game, but now it's back to even with one game decides it all. This could be a great reverse 3-0 for Dominic's
Really?
associates if they can clutch out one more game. The team Matt, they've just gotta stay composed. They've just not gonna let it affect their last game.
So something to point out here is all these goals HFB has, they've been lured out every time.
Yeah,
And
you just gotta really stand your ground.
And we've seen that. That's what Kiwi did in the first game for Dominic's associates. So it'll be interesting, even without Kiwi. They're still doing the same strategy, and let's see if it pays off for Game 5, our first shutout.
Okay, see.
And starts
straight
off
into
Tyler.
Matt's half. And straight back out. See, we've got a very open right side of the field here.
Very open, and that's gonna.
If you want the ball to be passed to you, you definitely want to be on the right, like Tyler right here, and he kicks it upwards. You hit the crossbar.
And Dragons is able to turn
back,
it, and Emily's covering goalie. Passing
interesting pass off the backboard, but that works perfectly well.
And then Red's going to put it into mid and off the wall.
Okay,
off the wall again.
Oh, just barely over, but luckily there was, I think that was Tyler there to clear that. Slightly. It's still in very dangerous territory. I think that's Emily back up front again. Yes, indeed. Right over there. Right, great positioning for the offensive play.
And it's going to bounce back.
It's going to bounce back, but Emily's going to stay up there. But she is surrounded by 3 other opponents, so she won't be able to get much possession.
Really good header by Tyler there to clear high. Or not really clear high, but clear out.
Yeah.
So let's see what HFP does here. Wipe out over.
Very high.
And that's Wipeout.
Great shot. Great high arcing shot. That was great shot. Really hard to defend against that. It was in the perfect spot where it was slightly too high for a jump from the goalie.
Here we go. Minute 20. Let's see what Dominic's Associates does here.
Still anybody's game.
Oh, yeah.
I'm definitely gonna see Dragons being goalie spot here. If they just need to hold out for another minute.
Let's see how slow Dragons takes this.
It's gonna kick it straight back out. I probably would have held that for a little bit.
Yeah, but really good job by Wipeout to get it downfield better.
Emily's being up front again. She doesn't even need to score. She can just dribble the ball into the corner or something. Yeah. Really far up and just try and hog the ball as much as possible. If you're down there. It doesn't really matter if you score. You probably don't want to score.
Yeah.
Now.
You don't.
Dominic's Associates don't really want to score now.
Wipeout without. Yeah, Wipeout playing dribble. And Red's going to bounce it off.
It's going to go to
and
about 3 people here there.
Really
I assume Tyler's going to clear that probably with a header. Or not. He's going to dribble out.
And just dribble it out, go to the side, and Wipeout's going to clear that.
To the side. Right back in, right back
Here
out.
We go.
That might be a reverse 3-0 with Dominic's Associates. So. That's going to close it.
That's game.
That's game. What a comeback for Dominic's Associates. Coming back from a tiebreaker for extra time, but Emily coming in clutch. They definitely know who to thank for keeping them in the game and then going on to win.
Kiwi's benched.
Yeah,
we're picking up Emily. He gets 4 goals, yeah, but Emily's just better, simply.
For real.
Morbid.
It's Morbid time. We pulled the reverse Morb. Yes.
Yeah.
I just changed my Switch name to Morbid Time.
Yes, sir. Really good job.
That was
On both
really
teams,
good
it was a
job.
really good game.
Oh, yeah, they did well.
We're,
Yeah.
we're up 2-0 and we haven't played with our full team yet.
Or of
Yeah,
Dominic's
4 of those
associates.
games were really close.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
it was a great series.
4 of them were.
Listen, we won't talk about the other one.